Alright, so this is for TrainBoy17 here. This is for the final episode in the Wilbert, the Forest Engine saga. This is the episode, or not the episode, the book. The episode is Wired Up. As soon as Percy came home, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Wilbert. Wilbert looked abashed. Wilbert puffed away. Percy and the others were sorry to see him go. Duck and Oliver made Wilbert very welcome. Duck let him travel in front of his next train so he could see what the line was like. Wilbert enjoyed this, but found running beside the sea very different from his sheltered valley in Gloucestershire. The next day he began regular work. During the afternoon he took some ballast wagons to the loading dock beside the small railway. Rex, Bert, Mike, and Jock were delighted to show off their station to a new engine. Like the cars, those on Duck's line decided that they'd better behave too. Donald and Douglas have kept them all in order, but Wilbert made sure they didn't forget what the twins had taught them. One day Wilbert was at the ballast loader as he tried to pull some full cars, As he tried to pull some full cars away, there was a loud crack, and he shot suddenly backwards. The firemen got down to look. Beside them, watching with interest, was Bert. Then the driver noticed a coil of signal wire lying beside the line. The fireman wound the wire around the track's buffer beam, leaving long loops. These were twisted into rope, making a small loop at the end, which he fastened to Wilbert's coupling hook. A shunter uncoupled the truck from the rest, and at last everything was ready. He opened the regulator very carefully, easing Wilbert slowly backyards. I'm going to assume that says backwards. Okay. He opened the regulator very carefully, easing Wilbert slowly backwards. The wire tightened, stretched, and held. Slowly the truck followed Wilbert out of the siding, and he could then push it into another out of the way. Then he went back to his ballast, then he went back to his ballast train. This time there was no trouble, and he reached the station late but safely. By the end of his stay, Sir Topham Hatt knew that an engine like Wilbert was exactly what he needed. Thomas, Percy, and Toby came to the junction to see Wilbert off, and whistled cheerfully as he passed. And with a whistle he rounded the curve and disappeared into a tunnel.